Alright, welcome back. We are continuing our playthrough of the Crystal Tournament, and we're going to be doing provinces 21 to 50. So if you haven't watched the part 1 with provinces 1 to 20, then you should check it out first, because that's where we do the intro, we look at the matchups, we discuss why we use the troops we use. Here is the supplementary video when we actually go and apply that and try to look more of the variability in the results, what we can observe for a particular matchup, as well as check how much every additional 10 provinces, 2130, 3140, 4150, will add to our losses, and so you can make a call on whether or not it's something you want to do and you want to sustain. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into province 21 and let's keep on going. Alright, so that's our bench matchup. And yeah, so it's maybe like 15%, slightly more. Kind of expected. We've seen, I think, about 20 even. So yeah, 15 or so. Definitely not unexpected. Yeah, this is fairly less than 5%. Probably lower than anticipated, but not unusual. Okay, this is not, in theory, a great matchup with 3 mages, and it's kind of highly variable. So yeah, you see here we've got about 20%, and I'd say it's probably at that stage of the game would be within expectations. Maybe a bit on the high side, so I'd say 15 to 20 would be what I'd expect from these results. And purely heavy range, we go benches, and we usually go within 5%, and that's kind of what happened. That was actually way less than 5%. So that was below expectations, or above expectations in terms of, like, if you look from our perspective, I guess. That's a good thing. Low losses is a good thing. Okay, so Valorians we should do relatively well. So yeah, that's kind of 10 probably. So yeah, I'd say it's par for the course here. So more Valorians should do right here. Yeah, it's probably close to like 5 to 7. So let's see. Valorians, probably 10% or so. Probably a bit more than that. 10, 15, yeah, I'd say that's about average. This one, yeah, kind of similar, so I'd say 10. I'd say it's about expected, certainly not unexpected. Okay, more Valorians. And even more Valorians. Well, that was definitely below expectations. That was hardly 5%. Usually I wouldn't count on that. But hey, that was probably a fairly open field in terms of the obstacles. 10-ish, yeah. That's fine. Okay, how are we gonna do here? Okay, that's more what I would expect from this lineup. So 10, 10-ish, yeah, I'd say that's pretty much bang on. No benches. These are all kind of expect. Okay, so let's see how this one is gonna go, because these ones are highly variable. Okay, yeah, this one, I think generally, yeah, 20% is pretty much what I would expect now, and I think that's pretty much what we got here. We can get less than that, certainly. I don't think I've seen more than that, at least noticeably more. Okay. That's, yeah, less than 5%. Holds as expected. So 25. Okay, that's our trends. That's where we would expect some losses. Actually, that was less than I expect. That's barely 10%. Definitely can expect more. 15 to 20 is not out of the question at all. Yeah, here I'd probably expect like 10% or so for frogs, and actually that went somewhat better than that. We're closer to 5, so that's less than I expected. Okay, yeah, that's probably, yeah, it's kind of expected. And probably on the low side. Let's see on the benches, yeah, 10%. Par for the course. Okay, who do we have here? Okay, another trend matchup. All trend matchups are sketchy. But again, this time around, we are on the roll, 10% for trends. That's very good. Definitely above expectations. So here again, I expect 10%. And yeah, you see, that's what can happen. So while quite often we would be getting around 10%, give or take, sometimes less, sometimes a bit more, here we've got actually more than 20%. That is definitely way more than on average is expected, but yeah, that's the kind of thing that can happen. All right, yeah, not bad. Not amazing either. The benches, and okay, 10%, yeah, I'll take that. But not amazing either. Oops. So trends, let's see how it goes this time around. Okay, still pretty good. So still we are talking about 10, maybe a little bit more percentage. So okay, so let's see how we're gonna do this time around with the frog matchup. Yeah, you see, last time we got more than 20. This time we've got barely 10. And yeah, that's purely terrain and the AI choices associated with that. Oh, that was very good result, but again, can't really count on that. Way below the expected losses. Yeah, that's kind of expected then. $20. Nice, but pretty expected. Let's see if there's anything. Yeah, a bit lower than expected, I'd say. Okay, let's see how this matchup goes. Expect about 20, and yeah, it's close enough. I think it's a little bit more than 20, but barely. I'd say it's met expectations. All right, let's see this one. We expect less than 5, and yeah, that's less than 5%. And 29. Okay, another trend matchup, and with 2 majors to boot, and we're still doing quite all right here. Okay, so that's 10, 10 to 15. That's definitely good result. Not unbelievable, but pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, how about this one? I'd say that's probably slightly below expectations on the losses. Okay, yeah. Expected. Oops, no. Okay. And here comes province number 30. Valorance. Yeah, that's probably slightly more than 10. Oh, that's not too bad. I expect 10 to 15 there. So that's right there. Not amazing. Yeah, it's probably a bit more than expected. So it's like 15 to 20. Yep, expected. Yeah, expected. Okay. All right, so we've done another 10 provinces. So 21 to 30, and let's see how many troops did we lose. And okay, that's not too bad. Well, relatively speaking, so we have lost for 21 to 30 another 26 squads. So remember, we lost less than 22 for the whole 20 provinces, 1 to 20, and here we, for next 10, we've lost more than that, but again, that's kind of expected numbers, though. Okay, so let's keep on going. Let's see how these numbers evolve. Well, we know how it's gonna evolve, like it's, it's gonna increase, but by how much we are gonna see it. Yeah, not unusual. And trends. Let's see. Yeah, trends continue to do well in these matchups, though. Either we are very lucky, which I think we are, with the terrain and whatnot, or they are actually better than I remember, which I kind of doubt. Okay, so here we get, yeah, like we expected, about 20, and we've got probably slightly less than 20, so, but not by much. Okay, and I think that's our frog matchup, yep, so about 10%. And that's right on the money, I'd say. So, met expectations. Okay, that's our, I think it's infrequent benches setup. And we did less than 10%. That's okay. Probably expected. Trends again. And they're still doing about 10% on pretty much all matchups that we're using them for. So that's actually pretty good. Nice, that's less losses than I would expect. Yeah, expected. Nothing to see here, about 10%. How about that? That's definitely less than 10. That's probably closer to 5. Slightly more. So I'd say that's a bit better than I would anticipate. Okay, so 10% is expectation. And yep, you see that's one of those cases, then yeah, you can expect 10. But once in a while you get these 20% losses in this matchup, and we've seen it before, and here's the repeat. Definitely does happen. And some more Valorians. We did pretty well here, about 5%. So better than expected. And here we probably did worse than expected. Yeah, I'd say we did worse than expected. That was just one mage against us, and look at our losses. I think that's more than 20%. Yeah, that's definitely heavier than I expect for that matchup. So yeah, sometimes that also happens. Nothing is unusual there. And yeah, nothing to see. Alright, so province 35. Some more Lawrence. And trans. So let's see. Are they continuing the 10% streak? They do. Sort of. Yeah, pretty close to 10. Alright. I need to reassess. But again, like, well, we're also using them in the matchups that they're best suitable for, as far as I can tell. Yeah, 10%, so expected. Alright, that's our 3 mage. 20%. And we did better than that. Yeah, probably close to 15. So I'd say better than expected. But not by much. Benches, 10%. As usual. Valorians, another 10-ish%. Okay, so expect 10% again. And yeah, this time around we were kind of close. Pretty close actually. Okay, trans again, 10%. Yeah, actually slightly better than that. It's probably close to 7 or something. Very nice. No, trans are doing well in the encounters that I'm using them for. The thing is, if I start to use them in the other encounters, let's say the ones where I use Valorians, they will decidedly do not as well. Okay, so they're in a good spot for what they can do. Yeah, 10%, that's fine. As you can see, I mean, for this tournament and this stage and level of development, at 10% is probably close to average across all matchups. 10% of losses. So you can make your own quick and dirty estimates based on that. Alright, so here's more 20% expectation, and yep, right on the money. 10%, oh sorry, 20%. And here on the other hand we expect less than 5. And yep, that's definitely less than 5. Okay, 38. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, expected. Also expected. Nothing's unusual there. And the same. $39. And here come the benches, which could Yeah, it's probably close to 15%. Not unusual actually for this matchup. Not at all. And here is our province number 40. So variance. Yeah, expected. Yeah, the same. Probably a bit less actually than expected. And more variance. I have a lot of variance. Yeah, nothing to see there. And yeah, the same. Pretty boring. Province number 40. Okay, so let's check out how did we do in provinces 31 to 40. Let's see. Okay, so our losses are accelerating, and again, that's kind of what I have seen before. So now, just for 10 provinces, so 31 to 40, we have lost slightly more than 41 squads. Remember, like the previous 10 went only to 26. So that's a massive jump in terms of, let's see, an increase just for the next 10. That's more than 50% increase in losses. But, as you probably know, we are not done yet. So let's keep on going, do the final 10 provinces here, 41 to 50, and then we tally up and see what the totals are. Okay, yeah, 10%. And yeah, same. Nothing's particularly unusual happening right now. The same. They're all kind of hovering around 10%. How about the banshees? Okay, so this is actually worse than the usual for this matchup. I mean, I think here 10 to 15 would be kind of expected, but we went almost 20, which we did see before. That happens sometimes. Not frequently, but it does happen. All right. And trends, let's see, 10% again. It is, it's actually less than that, I would think, or close to 10 still. How about 10% for frogs? Okay, so this time we actually went, well, actually more than 50%, so that's probably close to the same 20 that we have seen at the max for this matchup losses. So yeah, that was a bit worse than expected. And that was better than expected. Okay, how about these banshees? 10, 15. Yeah, 10 to 15, that's pretty much expected. That's probably slightly better than expected. Okay, another 10%. It is, very nice. So I think we can conclude that, yeah, for the encounters that we use trans for 10% is pretty common. Okay, and here we hit 20% again. It's not common, it's certainly worse than I would expect, but it does happen. Just like we do in this matchup, we can expect 20, and we've got less than that actually, so you see sometimes actually quite a bit less. It's less than 15, I'd say. So nice. And 44. More Valorians. More 10%. Yep, nothing's unusual here. Same. And anything exciting on the last one? No. So basically, again, that was one of these relatively boring provinces, then everything goes as anticipated, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Okay. Yep. Still nothing to write home about. The same. Are we gonna get 2 in a row? We do. Boring. No, again, like the expected values are not bad because again, like you know what to expect. Well, you could be excited about getting less than expected. You can also get worse than expected. So, if you want to plan anything, the met expectations is actually what you want to see. And less than 5% as anticipated. Okay, so 20%. Are we going to do less than that? Nope, pretty much 20. Okay. Benches. No, that's actually our trend match up with 2 mages, so let's see. Okay, I'd say that's still within 10% range. So that's pretty good. And we are getting close. Okay, another 20% expectation. And I'd say we did better than that. It's probably close to 15. Again, not unusual. How about this one? 10, yep, pretty much expected. And less than 5, I'd say. And we did. Yep, nothing's unusual there. Province 48. That actually went better than expected for sure. That's probably 5% or so. And here we expect even less. Like so. And okay, trends. Are we gonna get any blowout losses with trends? It doesn't seem like that. Not that I'm looking for that, but sometimes that happens. Maybe not in this tournament. So 49. Okay, 20% expected loss. And we did better than that. Probably again 15-ish. More benches. Yeah, 20% happens more than I expect there, but we have certainly seen that before. And that should counterbalance with less than 5 here. And indeed, more benches. Oh, that's like a bench province. And again, that's close to 5, I'd say, and that's better than expected. And then the last one, yes, we are. So province number 50. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Valorans, 10%, nothing to see. Trends, I'm gonna get 10. Yep, very much. Benches, we have 3 different unit types now. 10, about expected, and are we gonna finish with tolerance? Yes. Or 20 expected, are we gonna do better? Sort of, I'd say it's again close to 15 or something. Yep. Nice. Alright, and that's that. That's 50 provinces done, so let's check how did we do here. Okay. So that's not that bad. So for the provinces 41 to 50, so the last 10, we have lost slightly more than 50 squads. So I remember. So the way we went was 22 squads, slightly less than that for the first 20, then 26 for the next 10, and 41 for the next 10, and then 50, well, let's say 51 for the final 10. So quite a ramp up, and the totals are, yeah, a tad shy of 140 squads what we've lost to get 50 provinces at 2 stars. That's kind of an interesting number because let me just quickly double check. I think that's almost exactly the same number what we have lost in the previous Planks tournament on the 1-star and 2-star combined, and here it's just a 2-star. So if we add the 1-star 50 provinces losses, that's another slightly less than 110, so 109. And that means, so the grand total for 50 provinces to 2-star in this crystal tournament, we have spent, well, pretty much give or take 250 squads. So again, almost twice as much as we did in the last previous tournament. So that's that. Still, it's not as bad as the Scrolls tournament, and we'll see how it's gonna go next time around. But so far, one of the tougher tournaments out there, even with the boosts, but certainly doable. Again, if you liked it, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave the comments. And I'll see you next time. See ya.